Hello coaster fans, it's Deo Taiwan again. We're here to do another coaster review, this one being the Diamondback at Kings Island. The Diamondback opened in April 18th, 2009 with a cost of $22 million. It is a Bulliger and Mabillard hypercoaster. It has a height of 230 feet, the same height as Behemoth at Canada's Wonderland, a drop of 215 feet, length of 5,282 feet of track, speed 130 kilometers an hour, and it is a pretty long ride. It is around 3 minutes long. So it's a really cool ride. It's a really fun ride. It's in the Rivertown section of Kings Island. It's like right in the middle of the park, and it's an amazing B&M hyper. Like, it is a lot of fun. But yeah, it goes. So yeah, it's a really cool ride. It's one of my favorites at Kings Island, and it's my second favorite B&M hypercoaster. I've been on a few. I've been on, I think, 5, if I recall. Yeah, I've been on Behemoth, Nitro, Diamondback, and Intimidator. So I've been on 4. Yeah, I've been on 4 B&M hypers, and out of all the ones I've ridden, Diamondback is my second favorite. And then, so yeah, it's Behemoth, Diamondback, Nitro, and Intimidator. So, yeah, Diamondback's a great ride because it has a lot of airtime moments and a lot of nice turns. So it has a lot of few bank turns. It has some good airtime moments. And it's also a really long ride, so it's like 3 minutes long. And it's a B&M hypercoaster, and B&M's my favorite manufacturer ever. So it has a lot of airtime moments. And it's like floater airtime. So I'm giving the airtime a 9 out of 10 because the floater airtime's amazing on B&M hypers. I like floater and ejector airtime. They're both amazing, but I feel like Behemoth gets more airtime than Diamondback, so I like Behemoth a bit better. Diamondback gets really amazing airtime, and it also has a really unique feature. It's featured on most B&M coasters, but mostly on dive coasters like Griffin and SheiKra, and it's called a splashdown element. And what that is that it's a set of brakes that slow down the ride, and when it hits the brakes, it shoots water behind the train, so it's an effect of water just spraying right up after you hit those set of brakes. So yeah, they're featured on dive coasters like Griffin and SheiKra. There's another B&M hypercoaster that has it, but it's like a fountain, but not like Diamondback though. Diamondback has a bit more water that sprays out, but Shambhala in Spain has one too, and it's a pretty cool effect. Yeah, it's not featured on too many coasters, but it's in a lot of coasters. Diamondback's the first ever B&M is the first B&M hypercoaster in North America to have it. The other ones being Griffin and SheiKra, those 2 dive coasters, and there's other ones in like Europe. I think Cracky at Hyde Park has one of them too. So yeah, but comment below if I'm wrong, because I'm very North American based, so I know. But yeah, so the layout is that after it leaves the station, it goes up to the 230-foot chain lift. Once reaching the top of the lift hill, the coaster drops 215 feet over the Rivertown midway, and there's a train at the bottom. So like there's this train that takes you around there, and it reaches to 80 miles per hour. It curves to the right on a 193-foot hill past Mystic Timbers' first drop, then dives into a ravine. So it goes in the woods, which is pretty cool. Curving again to the left, and then ascends another Camelback hill, and curving into the Hammerhead turnaround. So it turns around, and so yeah, then the train travels up another lift hill, which has a little bit of a turn brake, but it doesn't bother. After that, it goes into a counterclockwise helix, where you get your on-ride photo and hits the mid-course. After that, you drop into another ravine, rising up a few more bunny hills, doing another helix, and then going into the final thing, which is the splashdown element. And it's a pretty cool effect. yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, this is what the splashdown looks like. So yeah, it's a burst of water that comes out after the coaster touches the track. So it's a really cool effect. So yeah, then it goes up and then it goes up the hill and hits the brakes. So I'm going to give you my personal thought of Diamondback. It's an amazing ride. It's very long. For categories for long ride, I'm giving it a 10. I like long rides. Long rides are kind of my thing. I like short and long rides depending on the ride itself. The airtime, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It's pretty good, but not as good as Behemoth, though. I feel like Behemoth gets way better airtime and stronger airtime for me. The length of the ride, I love it too. I'm giving it a 10. Smoothness, I'm giving it a 10. Hands down. It's butter smooth. People say it has a rattle, but I don't notice it, though, and it doesn't bother me. But I kind of like it, and plus it's kind of, for me, I find it theming because it's themed to a rattlesnake, and if the ride shakes and has a rattle, maybe that'd be theming to a rattlesnake. So, yeah, this is Diamondback at Kings Island. And for my overall experience, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It's a really fun ride. Like I said, you can't go wrong with a B&M Hyper, and it's one of my favorite coasters. It's not in my top 10 or anything, but I mean, it's in my top 30 or top 25. But yeah, it's a great ride. So yeah, if you're ever in Kings Island in Mason, Ohio, and you want to ride and you want to try it out, I highly recommend it. If you like B&Ms, you'll like it. If you like rides with airtime, like floater airtime, you'll like it. Like, you'll love Diamondback. And so yeah, that's my thoughts on Diamondback. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you think about it. Okay, and I hope you guys hit that like button and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.